Assalamu alaikum, welcome to our daily tasdeeq. Today's episode is about the need to keep quiet when the Quran is being recited.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن
You're not gonna
الرحيم
believe what he did.
هل
He had his
أتى
hands
على
all over me, and I just was like, oh no. So what'd you
الإنسان من
do? I took
الدهر
the sucker's
لم
hands off. He
يكن
goes, hey, no way.
شيئا
Yay!
مذكورا
The sucker's hands off. He goes,
Subhanallah,
hey, no
how can I
way.
recite properly when these girls are making noise? I can't even focus on the recitation.
So what are you gonna be
What should I do now? I really have to revise this chapter before I go for halakha. I think telling them to excuse me will be the best thing to
It
do.
was pretty funny.
Assalamu alaikum, sisters. Walaikum salam.
What can we do for you?
Sorry for interrupting your conversation, AM. Can you please move to another place for your conversation? I want to finish my revision before halakha time.
What? You mean we should move because you want to recite the Quran? You must be kidding us, right?
No, sister, please don't be angry. There's no quiet place apart from here, that's why I came here to recite the Quran.
And what does noise has to do with your recitation? You can be reciting while we continue chatting.
No, sister, your noise is really affecting my recitation. I can't focus on the words I'm reading.
Just say that you can't recite so that we teach you.
Subhanallah, sisters, why are you making it hard for me? Have you guys forgotten the virtues of the Quran? Don't you know that it is not good to talk when someone is reciting the Quran?
What are you talking about? We have no idea of that. Tell us more.
Okay, Allah said in Surah Al-A'raf verse 203 that when the Quran is recited, listen to it attentively and be silent, so you may be shown mercy. And continue in verse 204 that if you, O Prophet, do not bring them a sign which they demanded, they ask, why do you not make it yourself? Say, I only follow what is revealed to me from my Lord. This Quran is an insight from your Lord, a guide and a mercy for those who believe. And also in Surah Al-Fusilat verse 26 that the disbelievers advise one another. Do not listen to this Quran but drown it out so that you may prevail, and Allah continue to describe what awaits for the disbelievers in the verse 27 and 28, that so we will certainly make the disbelievers taste a severe punishment. And we will surely repay them according to the worst of their deeds, that is the reward of Allah's enemies, the fire, which will be their eternal home, a fitting reward for their denial of our revelations. My question to you guys is, do you want to be the enemy of Allah?
Subhanallah, sister, no one wants to be the enemy of Allah, and we all fear His punishment.
Mashallah, that's good to know. At least if you don't have time to recite the Quran, don't make noise when someone is reciting the Quran. Instead, keep quiet and listening attentively so that Allah will bestow His mercy upon you. And you can as well reflect on some of the words and find their meaning, and only Allah know the kind of barakah He will shower upon you. Allah loves those that strive hard in knowing Him, and knowing a verse in the Quran and acting upon it, as Allah described the Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 2, that this is the book. There is no doubt about it, a guide for those mindful of Allah. And what do you think about those that are mindful of Allah? They are the most pleasing to Allah.
Jazakallahu khairan, sister. We will not do this again, and sorry for how we treated you earlier. But I have a question. Does this apply to someone praying and reciting the Quran?
Yes, please. The person in prayer also has to focus on his salat and the Quran, so any noise made to interrupt the person will attract Allah's anger upon you. But you can ask you sheikhs about this for further explanation, and Allah knows best.
Alhamdulillah, hope you've learned something. Please don't forget to share and also remind a sister or a brother.
Everything fell apart the moment I strayed.